Hello everyone. In last video we get to know about the virus total and all its advanced features. The next tool we are going to explore is PEid. PEid, it is a static tool used to detect whether the file is backed or which compiler is used to compile that malicious code in that file. Let first we see how to download the PEid. Let's go to the Google Chrome and search for PEid download, and the first link whichever it appear, download that file. Here already 800,000 members downloaded this tool. And after downloading these tools, you can see this interface. And don't worry about the configuration, set as default configuration for this tool. And let's go to the tool PEid, and here you can see this tool PEid. Here file section, here there top right most there are three dots. We have to click on those dots and choose the sample file which we want to analyze. Here after submitting that file to this PEid, we get some more interesting values. Let me see one by one. Here we can see the entry point, file offset, linker info, EP section, first bytes and subnet, and Microsoft Visual C hash .NET, multi-scan, task viewer, options, about, etc. Here in about section we get to know more about this tool and about the version of this tool, and the signatures is 672, and we get about this tool. And here the entry point means when the file is loaded into this PID tool, we get the entry point of that file. When the file is start its execution, we get the entry point of that file. And here file offset means it is the location inside the file where it refers to the entry point, header section, etc. Many more things. And if this entry point and file offset are both are in hexadecimal format. Here the linker info is 48, indicates that the executable file was likely created using Microsoft Visual C++ 6.0, which provide useful information about the malware origin or development. A linker program that takes one or more object files generated by a compiler and combines them into a single executable file. And the executable file we have is sample6 exe. Exe means that executable file, and the file was created using C hash or C hash and basic.NET, and .NET refers to the compiler uh, which is used to compile this executable file. Here AP section means entry point section. This is the specific section of a code where the program will start running after unpacking. Here the code is in text format, and by clicking on this we get three more section. Here dot text, dot rsrc, dot reloc. Here there are different columns: virtual offset, virtual size, raw offset, raw size, and flags. Here it indicates about this dot text offset and size, and what is the raw offset and raw size of this three section. And dot text flag, the flag of dot text is readable, and it contains the program which is going to be executable, and resource files contain such as icons, images, buttons, and it is only a readable file. Here dot text is a readable and executable file. And dot reallocation is it having the information about the reallocation of the program, and it is only readable and contains the reallocation information. And the first bytes we see in next video. And here the subsystem is Win32 GUI. Here GUI refers to the graphical user interface, and this file is running is the environment which is needed by this file is Win32 GUI. And the more option about this PEid we will see in next video. Hello everyone, in this video we will see more features of PEid, which is a static tool for the malware analysis, which only give us the behavior of the malware. Why static analysis is required? Because for to see the size of the malware and the entry point of the malware, these are the important points in the static analysis. Here we already see in last video the EP section. It has the section dot text dot resource dot reallocation and its flags. See first bytes is FF25. It indicates that portable executable file suggests that the executable likely begins with the indirect jump instruction, which is common in packed or obfuscated malware. Here FF25 means that the file is going to jump in the execution process because due to the malicious code present between the file or in the file. On clicking on this first byte more option, we get to know about this all things. This all the location where the file gets executed, and here the more interesting thing we can see here is the strings. Here in strings we can see the offset, RVA and string. What are the strings it's going to execute and what are the offset value, and what is RVA. RVA represents the address relative of the base address of the portable executable file once it is loaded into the memory. And RVA helps in analysis, track the location of the code and the data in memory. And coming back to the file, we can see the multi-scan option where we can scan the file or directory whichever we wanted to, and we can view the task viewer, which is the process is running right now. Here the PID is running and what are the things is going in my system, you can see here. And here in option there are three different scans: normal scan, deep scan and hardcore scan. Here normal scan, it basically scan the file in the basic manner, and deep scan it scans all the files and all types of files in the file or directory. And hardcore scan, it used to scan in depth and try to find out hidden malicious activities or any files present in that directory or in that uh, executable file. And here the hardcore scan requires more time as compared to a normal scan and deep scan. And we can see here the file name uh, detected by .NET compiler. It is used to run. It is a compiler which is used to run the executable file, and here we can see that the file is compiled or not. As it indicates, it is more than 7. It indicates that the the file which we are uploading to the PID is packed, which in packed means that malicious code or malicious activity will be going on that file. And EP check means entry point check is, in entry point check we not find that the code is packed, and in fast check we can see the file is packed. This is the main entropy is the main thing we are seeing in this PID. We get to know the file is packed or not for the further analysis. And why should we use PID? Because we can see in quick way that the file is packed or not, or which compiler is used or for that sample file. And there are three different scans, and there are plugins where it is used to unpack all these packed executable file. And in subsystem we get more details about these files, has along with this uh, six sec six section. We can see more, such as image base, where when the file is uploaded, the base address of that file is 4000, and the size of the image, and what is the size of the executable file which we have uploaded in PID, and base of the code, base of the data, and the section alignment, file alignment, and we can see the magic number here. And the subsystem is 2, and the number of section is 3, as I already seen in EP section. And the date time stamp when the file was created, and from 1972, when the file was created, up till that time the time will be showing in hexadecimal form. And the size of the header is 200, and the character 6102. Characters field refers to the flags from the portable executable file header that describe certain properties and behavior of the executable file, which uh, describe certain properties about that file. Here we can see in the characteristics, and checksum value is 0, there is no checksum value. And the size of the optional header is uh, E0, which is in hexadecimal form, and the number of RP and sizes is 10. And here we can see the export table and import table, and resources, and TLS table. TLS table is the thread local storage. This table is used to manage thread specific data in the program. And the debug is, it is in the hexadecimal form, and the size of the debug is given. And we can see the more details about this one: major version, minor version, type, size of the data, address of raw data. These are the things we can view in the debug. And in resource we can see a version information and custom. And import table, we can see what are the imported files which have been in this malware file. And these are the things we can see in this PEid. I hope you get some basic knowledge about this PEid. Thank you.